All right, let's talk about the first alert weather on this Friday. Chilly start, but sunny. We are warming up outside, however, and all through the weekend. First alert meteorologist Greg Padgett here with your Preakness forecast.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, Denise, we're so comfortable right now with those cool temperatures. In a couple of days, it's going to feel like summertime with highs out there in the 90s. You can see almost a beautiful picture-perfect sky. It is a picture-perfect sky out there. Just one or two clouds out there. And yes, for the races that's starting today there, for the Black Eyed Susan races, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous and comfortable. Just slightly warmer for tomorrow. In fact, let's show you what we're looking at as we head out the door for the next couple of days and into the weekend and early next week. Of course, the heat will be the big picture as far as the story is going to go for us. Perfect race weather for us for the next couple of days. Scattered storms are going to be possible on Sunday, not a lot, unfortunately. And then summer-like heat building in as we head into early next week. Temperatures right now, we're quite comfortable into the 60s. We'll top out today in the low range of the 70s, so about 73 degrees. Perfect out there again for this afternoon. 53 for tonight under partly cloudy skies. And then as we head into the very important weekend, Saturday, a lot of sunshine, 83 degrees. Late, maybe some clouds rolling in, maybe an isolated shower south, and then maybe a better chance for a storm on Sunday. More in the forecast, including that big heat building in. Denise, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, welcome back. First alert meteorologist Greg Padgett here with a Friday forecast that's lovely, yes. A weekend forecast that's lovely, and then some changes.
Yes, Denise.
Taking a look at the outback.
Denise and I were just talking in the break about how we are not looking forward to those temperatures in the 90s, low to mid 90s early next week. But Denise, promising news by the end of the week next week, it's going to be back to reality for us, back to cooler weather for us. Outside right now, almost picture perfect out there. A lot of sunshine, glorious day, not like yesterday. We're really socked in with the clouds all day yesterday, but we'll pull up that forecast and give you an idea of what we're headed into as we head into the next couple of days and into early next week. The big story is going to be the heat. Of course, the big story is going to be the weather being cooperative for the big races this weekend. 65 to 64 degrees right now as you take a look at downtown. Winds out the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. Those winds have been gusting at times for those stations that are reporting here about upwards of 15 to 20 miles per hour. It's still a nice, comfortable breeze out there, and most of us are in the low to mid-range of the 60s. A lot of glorious sunshine, and that'll be repeated for us for tomorrow in time for those races into the afternoon and late evening. We'll see into the early evening. We'll see picture-perfect conditions for you out the door. Temperatures overnight for tonight as we head into the rest of the day. We'll dip back down into the 50s after highs today, right about 70 degrees, so really quite comfortable. We do have this trough nearby. It's not going to be an instigator for us. Sometimes they can spawn off showers or storms, but high pressure is really dominating our weather. So that'll warm us up as well. We'll be in the low to mid-range of the 70s for this afternoon. You can see everybody reporting about 70 or higher. 69 though at Lexington Park and Bel Air, but 73 over towards Westminster. The further west you go, the warmer it will be unless you're up into the mountains in the higher elevations. Tomorrow, look at that, some mid-80s across the board for us. College Park at 85, 84 La Plata. I think right there, Laurel Park, you'll be about 83 degrees or so into the mid-afternoon. By race time, probably about 80 or 79 degrees. And then we're watching for what's going to happen on Sunday. Will there be any rain in the forecast? Looking to see if any other spot-up showers. Not much really popping up here and all the way into Monday. And then those temperatures start to soar. We'll see on Sunday, highs up to the 90s in some locations across the board. Only cool spots will be right along the Chesapeake Bay, back in the lower 80s for us. But then the heat builds in as we head into early next week. We'll have a spotty shower chance into the early part of the week, but it's going to feel much like summer with temperatures in the low to mid range of the 90s across the board as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and to Wednesday. Showers and storms will come along with a front as we head by Thursday. And look how cold it gets by, or cool, I should say, by Friday. 30-degree difference or so, 60s in Friday, and 70s back into next weekend. So much more comfortable for anybody who does not like summer heat quite yet. More in the forecast, including that all-important 7-day. Denise, coming up at the end of the show.
All right, boy, have we got a 7-day.
We certainly do. Something for everyone, though. We'll see temperatures pretty perfect over the next couple of days for all the race activities down at Laurel Park. Then we're warming up. 90 on Sunday, an isolated chance for a thunderstorm early in part of the day. Then Monday, warm and hot, 91, mid-90s. Tuesday and into Wednesday with thunderstorms into the afternoon. Now, this is going to be a front coming through, and you'll notice slightly cooler for Thursday, but much more cooler as we head into next weekend. Denise, we'll see temperatures about 30 degrees off of this, about 60s on Friday and 70s on the weekend.